Have you ever felt that twist in your gut when you say yes, but your entire being, every cell, is screaming no? You probably smiled, nodded, and told yourself you were just being nice. Well, I'm here to tell you to stop. Seriously, stop it. That habit of being nice isn't winning you the friends or the respect you think it is. In fact, it's doing the exact opposite. What if I told you that the one thing you've been avoiding, the thing that feels incredibly selfish, is the single greatest key to unlocking genuine, deep respect from everyone around you? What most people don't understand is that the human brain isn't wired to respect niceness. It's wired to respect clarity and strength. Today, I'm going to show you how to trade your nice guy or nice girl persona for something infinitely more powerful. I'm going to break down the psychological reason your niceness is backfiring and give you one core habit, a single shift in communication that will fundamentally change how people see you. And let's be clear, this isn't about becoming a jerk or being unkind. It's the exact opposite. It's about learning the language of authentic connection, which is often mistaken for selfishness. I'm a psychologist, and I've spent years watching incredible people get walked all over because they confused being nice with being good. They are not the same thing. So, let's dive into the niceness trap and how to get out of it, starting right now. First, we need to understand the fundamental difference between being nice and being kind. They sound similar, but in the world of psychology, they operate from two completely different places in your brain. Niceness is often a fear response. It's driven by a need for external validation. It's about managing other people's perception of you. You say yes to that extra project because you don't want your boss to think you're not a team player. You listen to a friend complain for an hour, even when you're exhausted, because you don't want them to think you're a bad friend. The primary goal of niceness is to avoid conflict, to smooth things over, to make sure everyone likes you. It's a shield. Kindness, on the other hand, is an action of strength and value. It's not about what others think of you. It's about what is genuinely best for the other person and for the relationship in the long run. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is say no. Sometimes the kindest thing is to give difficult feedback. Kindness is rooted in respect. Respect for yourself and respect for the other person's ability to handle the truth. Kindness is a bridge. Think about it from a neuroscience perspective. When you're operating from a place of niceness, you're often activating the amygdala, the fear center of your brain. You're perceiving a social threat. If I say no, they won't like me. I'll be cast out of the tribe. It's a primal, subconscious survival mechanism. It sounds dramatic, but your brain is treating a simple request like a potential threat to your social standing. So don't beat yourself up for it. Your brain is just trying to keep you safe. But when you operate from kindness, you're using your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for executive function, long-term thinking, and empathy. You're able to see the bigger picture beyond the immediate discomfort of saying no. So how do you make the shift? The first step is a simple internal check-in before you respond to any request. Ask yourself one question. Is my response coming from a place of fear or a place of value? If it's fear, fear of disapproval, fear of conflict, fear of being disliked, you're about to be nice. If it's value, valuing your own time, valuing an honest relationship, valuing what is truly helpful, you're on the path to being kind. Now, this leads us to the one selfish habit that changes everything, the art of the compassionate boundary. Most people think of boundaries as giant walls you build to keep people out. That's wrong. A boundary is not a wall, it's a door, and you get to show people where the handle is. It's simply a clear instruction on how to have a healthy relationship with you. And providing that clarity is one of the most respectful things you can do for another person. Here's why it works. Human brains crave predictability. We feel safe when we know the rules of engagement. When you're a chronic people pleaser, you are unpredictable. People don't know where your real limits are. They subconsciously sense your resentment building, but they don't know why. It creates a low-grade anxiety in the relationship. When you set a clear, kind boundary, you are giving them a gift, the gift of clarity. They no longer have to guess. They know exactly where they stand with you, and that is a foundation for deep trust and respect. Let me give you the exact formula for setting a compassionate boundary. It has 2, sometimes 3 parts. Part 1, acknowledge and validate. Start by showing them you hear them. Use empathy. Phrases like, I appreciate you thinking of me for this, or I can hear how important this is to you, or simply, thank you for asking. This immediately lowers their defenses. You're not attacking them, you're connecting with them. Part 2. State your limit. Clearly, simply, and without apology. This is the part that feels selfish, but it's the most crucial. Use I statements. I'm not able to take on any new projects right now. I don't have the emotional capacity to discuss this tonight. I won't be available to work on weekends. Notice the lack of blame or lengthy justification. It's a simple statement of fact about your capacity. Part 3, which is optional but incredibly powerful, is to reaffirm the relationship or offer an alternative. This is where the kindness comes in. You've stated your limit. Now you can reinforce the connection. My plate is full right now, but this doesn't change how much I value our collaboration. Or you can offer a different path forward. I can't help you with that this week, but what I can do is point you to someone who might be a great fit. Or, I can't help you move on Saturday, but I would love to bring pizza over once you're settled in. This isn't a rejection, it's a redirection. It says, I respect my own limits, and I respect you enough to be honest about them. Let me tell you a story about a client of mine. Let's call him Alex. Alex was the classic nice guy at his marketing firm. He was talented, but he was drowning. His colleagues would constantly dump their last-minute work on him because Alex is such a lifesaver. He'd stay late, work weekends, and his own projects would suffer. He was deeply resentful, but terrified that saying no would make him seem lazy or uncooperative. We worked on the compassionate boundary formula. One Friday afternoon, his colleague Jessica came to his desk. Alex told me he could feel his heart start to pound before she even opened her mouth. She said, "Alex, you are an absolute lifesaver. I am so swamped. Can you please just polish up this presentation for me? It's for the big client on Monday morning." The old Alex would have sighed and said, "Sure, Jessica, no problem." He'd have spent his Saturday fuming at his computer. But this time, he took a breath. He started with part 1. "Hey, Jess, I totally get it. It sounds like you're under a lot of pressure, and I appreciate you trusting me with this." He saw her shoulders relax slightly. He had validated her. Then part 2. This was the hard part. He said, "I'm not going to be able to work on this over the weekend, as I have to protect that time to recharge." He told me it felt like he had just detonated a bomb. The silence felt like an eternity. But then he added part 3. "What I can do is give you a full hour of my time first thing Monday morning. We can sit down together and knock it out then. Check out what happened." Jessica just blinked. She said, "Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, that would be amazing. Thanks, Alex." And she walked away. There was no argument, no drama. He hadn't been fired. The world hadn't ended. For the first time, he had taught Jessica how to treat him. The fascinating thing was, a few weeks later, Jessica was asked to join a demanding new project. The manager asked for her recommendations on who else to bring on board. She recommended Alex. When he later asked her why, she said, "Because you're brilliant, and honestly, I know you won't let yourself get steamrolled. I can trust your yes, because I know you're capable of saying no." Do you see it? His no didn't push her away. It made his yes more valuable. It built trust. His selfish act of protecting his time is what ultimately earned him the highest form of professional respect. So, at the end of the day, this isn't really about stopping being nice. It's about starting to be honest. Being nice at the expense of your own well-being is a form of self-abandonment. It signals to others that your needs don't matter. And if you signal that, why would they believe anything different? Here is your mission, if you choose to accept it. In the next 24 hours, I want you to find one small, low-stakes opportunity to practice a compassionate boundary. It doesn't have to be a big confrontation with your boss. Maybe a friend asks to call, and you say, "I'd love to talk, but I'm just sitting down for dinner. Can I call you back in an hour?" Maybe a family member asks for a favor, and you say, "I appreciate you asking, but I can't fit that in this week. Let's look at next week." Practice the formula. Acknowledge, state your limit, offer an alternative if it feels right. Just once. Feel the discomfort, and then feel the wave of relief and self-respect that comes after. Because you're not building a wall to keep people out. You're building a door, and you're simply showing people where the handle is. And that, my friend, is not selfish. You get to decide when it opens. It's self-respect. and it is the most magnetic and respectable quality you can ever possess.